Welcome to the Husbands Podcast with your host, Joe Woods.
And Carson Suit. Thank you so much for listening, guys.
Coming at you with all things husband.
Yeah, husband podcast.
Marriage, man.
And just a disclaimer,
woman.
we're both married.
We are both married.
But just because you're not married or married doesn't mean you have to listen or not listen to this podcast. We're going to break down things, give you different perspective from both sides of all parties.
I would like y'all to know, y'all can't see Carson right now, but Carson has this weird like rapper energy when he talks. It's really good. Like the mic's in front of his hand, and he's kind of like he's doing like a freestyle rap. Like he's like, yeah.
I do a lot of hand motions when I talk. You know, it helps me get what I'm trying to get across a lot of times. You know,
I feel you. Yeah. Well, dude, right now it's November.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving's coming up.
No Shave November. Thanksgiving.
No Shave November.
Holiday season.
Can you grow a beard?
I try every year, and about 7 days in, my wife's like, "You need to shave."
Where do you get it?
Yeah, like it's all staggered, you know. Like I really wish that I could, because I feel like I envision it. You know, I look in the mirror.
You see where
I'm like, bro, I would be.
Do you have the outline for it?
So, like I can see the shadow of it but it's so splotchy. Like I can get the little chin, you know, and the mustache, and that's just kind of creepy. My wife says, for me at least. But
that's so creepy. You have like you kind of look like a 60s All-American quarterback.
Oh well, thanks.
Like you
with that Leatherman hat.
Yeah, like you've got like a real like All-American look. So like you
red-blooded American.
Yeah, you got like
muscle cars,
like John Elway, like really just like old school, like Remember the Titans face.
Well, I guess that's good.
I've been struggling on this beard game.
Dude, I'm impressed.
Dude,
I wish I could get like you.
I can't get the part.
Google image Joe Woods and see if you can find this beard game right now. It's fantastic.
Just the beard outline. I wish that my mustache would connect right here.
Oh yeah.
So you can't see my hands, but it's like the chin part of the beard. So like the mustache and the bottom of my face do not connect. So it looks like I cut it that way.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't grow.
And they're like, Joe, why are you just separating it? You know, it would look better connected, but
but you're
just trying to get continuity.
I'm just trying to. It's got like a reverse Pangea effect on my face, and so I don't like it, and so I cut it all the time.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I can't even get halfway, 50% of what you got. So
see, for me, most black dudes can get this part, like the goatee part. Basically, I have the beard without the goatee.
Yeah.
So like the cool connecting part that like you can just like bald dudes, like they got the part that connects. I basically have that part taken out of a beard. So it's very.
Yeah, when you're bald, I feel like the beard is just so complimentary too.
You gotta.
Me and Joe have, disclaimer, both been bald at points in time.
That's true. We have both been bald,
and unfortunately for me, I can't grow a beard, so I look like a pedophile.
Yeah, when I grow, when I'm bald, I look 15 to 20 years older.
Yeah, it really does. He looks so sophisticated. Yeah. It's like, man, I need to go ask that guy for advice, you know, on my life right now.
Dude, I went to go rent a car during my honeymoon. Not during my honeymoon, before my honeymoon. We went to Blue Ridge, Georgia, and it's up in the mountains, like all like straight, like legit mountains.
Yeah.
Not like the cute mountains that are like, it was like you look to the right and you could fall off a mountain. And I rented this Jeep, like with like mountain tires, like had a lift on it. It was great. And I go to rent it, and I show him my driver's license, and he looks at me and he goes, "Man, I thought you were in your late 30s."
Say, fooled you.
Yeah, I got married when I was 22. I just turned 22. He was like, "Oh man, I thought you were in your late 30s." I was like, "Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry." I was wearing a hat, but like when I'm bald, I look old, man. It's rough. Dude, my wife doesn't like it either.
The beard game just adds so much sophistication, and then when you go bald, I'm telling you, it's such a complimentary thing. I've read articles about how people perceive you as strong and masculine and successful, and in a lot of ways, there's some articles that say there's some correlation to baldness, and you know, I think it's not for everybody.
I feel way more confident.
Yeah, and think about it. It's one less thing to think about in the morning. You know,
it's hard too, though. Like people think that when you're bald, you just wake up. But like you gotta shave your hair.
Like every few days. Yeah. Mine grew back in like 2 days, and I was like, what?
It seems easy in theory, but in practice, it is not easy. Like constantly shaving your head.
But for people who clean shave, but I mean, I guess if you have the beard, you really don't do that. But the razor's around in the bathroom. So it's around.
Yeah. Dude, I get nervous when I have a razor in the bathroom. I have this personal fear.
You probably cut yourself in your life on accident.
No, I have this weird personal fear of slipping and falling in a bathtub.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like we grew up like with big old.
Has that happened a few times?
No, it's never happened either.
See, it's happened to me, but I'm not in fear.
I'm horrified of it because we grew up with these giant country style bathtubs, and I've always.
Now, when you say giant country, you're gonna have to break that down. But I'm like imagining those like galvanized tubs. Like that you go to the fire and you warm up the water and then you pour it in there.
That'd be so dope. Dude, when we to my honeymoon, I don't know why I keep bringing it up, but whatever. I guess I really want to share with you about my honeymoon. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, that was weird. But anyway, there was this outdoor bathtub connected to one of the cabins in the area, and I almost got it, but I was so nervous at the thought of taking a shower outside that I couldn't get it. Like I wanted that cabin.
It was a deal breaker.
Yeah, it was like, dude, like, what if a bear sees me? so like, what if like I'm naked and like somebody drives by?
I know it's weird how some of the most like inanimate objects are like dogs or pets. Like you feel uncomfortable around them when you're naked,
Yeah, dude,
like even my little baby, like I'm like covering everything up. And it's like, well, she probably can't perceive. I mean, like I'm trying to shelter that girl, so she don't need to see nothing. But
but like, that's weird. Like she's weird, a baby. Like she has no memory of anything.
Yeah.
But like you're like, oh no, like that's a naked person, or like, oh
exactly.
no, like don't look at that. But just like
it's a good practice for as she gets older.
It's
a good practice. I don't want to get too comfortable.
But you never know, dude. What if like memory develops earlier than we think? And like she grows up as an adult, and for some weird reason, she has these like weird personality quirks because of what she saw as like a kid.
I'm trying not to ruin her.
Yeah, don't ruin her, man.
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving's coming up.
Yeah, dude.
Thanksgiving
get that turkey in your beard,
dude. Beer game. Thanksgiving is.
The 28th, the Friday, right?
Friday. So
no, Thursday. What? It's Thursday every
Black
year.
Yeah, dude.
I just think about Friday because of those deals, man.
I have the same issue with any holiday.
To me, it's like it's all one day because
they go together.
You do family, and then you go and get in line for the Friday deals.
Dude, you went camping outside of Apple, dude.
I've done that before. Yeah, it wasn't Black Friday, but I mean, new phone came out.
I like to say African American Friday. It's 2020.
We are in Memphis.
Yeah, you gotta be.
I don't get out in Memphis like I like my wife does it every year with a group of girls, but I just like it's just the overall holiday rush. Yeah. I'm already starting to feel it, and I stay in more. I cook more. Yeah. I just enjoy being around the home during the holiday season.
Yeah, I don't like it either. So this is this y'all's first Thanksgiving with the baby?
No, it's our second, but the baby was so small last year, The baby. The baby.
She will no longer
I say the baby all the time, and Joe heard it, and that's all he can hear now.
Baby?
The baby.
Yeah. So how is the baby?
The baby's so good. You do the baby talk with the. See, I can't even stop saying
the baby.
It's not the baby. It's the
baby.
The baby.
It's
just my baby talk coming out.
My wife is calling me right now. I'm sorry, Les. I'm not gonna answer.
Put her on the show. Come on.
Just be like, hey, what you doing?
Well, speaking of Leslie, I'm just curious. So when you do Thanksgiving, do you do a Thanksgiving with like her family than your family?
So just the way that I am personally, I like to spend time with her family.
Yeah.
More than I like to spend time with my family, which is kind of weird. I know that so we usually spend the mornings with my family. My dad works in the kitchen, so he usually doesn't have Thanksgiving off. So
yeah.
We'll usually cook breakfast and have a traditional like country breakfast. Like
You do some turkey with your eggs instead of steak on that morning?
We'll do like country ham.
Oh, okay.
Like country ham, like
sounds
eggs,
great. So
like
you're doing like Thanksgiving breakfast.
Yeah, like breakfast.
Well, that's perfect for like just for people who get married. You start to go to more Thanksgiving events.
Yeah.
Because you got like two families that you're a part of
and
now.
You get tired of eating the same.
And if Joe's got breakfast in the morning, then Thanksgiving dinner in the mid afternoon, like nice, that's solid.
It's a solid it's a solid
Works
ratio
well
because you don't want to sit. I don't like to wait. So being able to have eaten is better for me. Like I'm not like when's dinner gonna get ready? Oh, then I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah. I'm
a morning person till the day I die. So the later it gets in the day, the more I'm like, okay, so what's the deal? Where are we at though? So it's nice to be with my parents in the morning. We'll usually go to her parents midday.
Yeah.
Hang out with her parents all day.
You help with the cooking? You bring a dish to her place?
Man, I don't know.
You don't know?
You can't add to really good cooks.
I know. Like, my family, solid when it comes to cooking. Like, my side, my parents and my grandparents and my aunts, they cook, and I feel bad because every year I'm like, what can I bring? And they're like, honey, just show up.
Yeah.
And that they love to cook.
That's probably like a Southern thing too.
Yeah.
Like where are you from? You're from
Northwest Tennessee.
Dude, everything in me. So there's a certain for everyone listening, there's a certain small town that I've just decided that Carson is from, and he is not from there. It is. I'm like, yeah, dude, you from Adamsville, right? You're from Selmer, Tennessee, which are not the same place.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, those are around the same place. You're from there, right? And he's like, nah.
What's funny is I had friends from there, and when I moved here, a lot of people just assume I have this Southern accent. Yeah. I'm here with these other Southern people. And they're like, oh, y'all all go together, and y'all are all from that area, so
you're from the same city.
Yeah, you're from Savannah.
You're from Savannah,
Tennessee. I'm
it is not even. It is not even like a big enough place to have a bunch of people be there.
Yeah, and I'm like polar opposite. I'm near like the Huntington, McKenzie, Milan area. So it's like I'm on the opposite side of West Tennessee. But
I've been to McKenzie. It's not fancy.
Yeah, it's not much. There ain't nothing fancy out there.
Ain't nothing fancy.
We got some corn and some cotton,
some land, and some
deer.
You know what? I bet you y'all got though. I bet you y'all got what's that place? It's everywhere in the
Dollar
country.
General.
Dollar General.
There's one down the street,
dude. I reckon Dollar General and Fred's.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Fred's. There's one across from this office,
R.I.P.
and it's
Fred's.
gone.
Oh,
the sign's still there, but they're gone.
They're taking
man.
the Fred's down, man.
Yeah.
For y'all that don't know what a Fred's is like a convenience store that sells like small canned goods, but would sell the most random household goods. So like they'd sell sweaters and like linen and like pillowcases and cereal.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of your home stuff, and then it's got a little bit of the I guess stuff for the kitchen. You've got some kitchen stuff, and it's just a hodgepodge of things. You could kind of almost grocery shop there.
Yeah,
but all of it's probably not very good for you.
I think that's the issue. If there's not, I can't even describe to you what Fred's is.
Yeah.
So for me to want to go to Fred's, like it's convenient if I'm there, but I would never be like, hey, I need this, and this. I'm gonna go to Fred's.
Yeah. Well, now that we've consolidated down to just Dollar General, which is their direct competitor, I go in there and everybody's like, yeah, we're sad about Fred's, but at the same time, their prices were getting too high. And I'm like, they were charging, convenience store prices for stuff, and Dollar General was, I think, more competitive.
Yeah, I bet you.
So, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. We still got Dollar General. I don't go there much anyways. Like, just go to your
it's like I would go to Walmart,
produce, grocery store.
Get you some of that grocery.
I just made up a new word.
Section,
Walmart, y'all can take that from me if you would like.
Take it, Walmart, with your Click and Save, Cluck and Chuck.
Dude, but yeah, Thanksgiving is always interesting. We're a holiday season as a whole.
Yeah. What do y'all do?
So been married a few years.
How long? For the listeners,
over 2 now. Dude, we're on a roll here.
When's y'all's anniversary?
It's in April.
You don't have to give me the exact date.
I know, it's like, let me tell you. I was like, hold on, wait.
In April.
But
so we got married in August.
Yeah. So even before then, you have your courting days, your dating, boo thing.
Yeah.
And you might, step into a few family functions, and we've done Thanksgiving, even before we got married.
That's a fine line.
Like I know.
When you're not married.
And you're meeting some family, and like, who does this person?
Yeah, they're like,
who you bring around?
And you don't. Yeah, and you're like, how many of these things do I go to?
I know. But it was really convenient because how my wife's side of the family is set up, they already know that everybody does their own thing on Thanksgiving on their side of the family.
Yeah.
So they do Thanksgiving the day before, so it's on the Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been nice because now I can still do both. Just like you, it's worked out where you get to do breakfast and a big lunch / dinner. I don't know what time y'all do it. But
what black people do, we do it whenever. It happens whenever.
It's like when the food is ready.
Yeah, when the food is ready, you eat. CP time. #CP time.
Yeah, but I love the perspective that you get from seeing both sides of things because it gives you more appreciation for what you've had all these years. Especially
you don't notice it either.
For me, it's like, man, it's like the food that I've been eating all these years, I've been taking for granted. This is extremely good because you go to a different family function, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, dude, some people make some suspects.
I know some family might be listening. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a little different.
A little sus, man. Yeah, dude, that's real talk, dude. You own your own business, so you don't ever have to deal with the idea of a work function.
Yeah.
Which is kind of great. Like, you can have a work party. It's just you. But, like, I work in an office with people.
Do y'all do, like, a Thanksgiving thing at the office?
Oh, dude. Yeah. It was garbage. All these people were so excited about their food. And they were
so y'all do food. Like, it's like...
They were bringing, like, a potluck style.
Oh, wow. Like, so everybody brings something. Is it like a lunch thing or, like, after work?
I work with some eaters. So they were like, we just bring it in, and it's just you brought it to work in the morning, and people started eating at like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
It's like an all-day thing.
Yeah, it's like an all-day thing.
Well, y'all need to work, but just come in the kitchen whenever you're hungry, and eat. All day.
Yeah, kind of like grandma's house. And dude,
when you go to grandma's making something.
Yeah.
You show up, and she just got done eating, and she's like, oh, I'm going to get back in the kitchen. My baby look hungry, you know?
You can't, dude. It's real talk. And... Dude, some of the stuff was pretty whack.
Oh, really?
It's pretty whack, my guy.
Interesting dishes.
Dude, I saw. Okay, all right. Whack dish number one. Whack dish number one was a crock pot with corn and mayonnaise in it.
No, you lost me at mayonnaise. I was like, corn, okay.
No seasoning. Corn, mayonnaise together.
Was it a joke dish?
Nope. Somebody brought that with the intention that someone would eat it and enjoy it.
Did they eat it a little bit?
I don't know, man.
It's like when you got a weird craving, when you know, like...
It's like, man, I want some corn,
that you're
some mayo.
With, like, less than 5% of America on a dish, it's like,
Yeah, that's suspect. Yeah, don't...
Like, I see people eating pizza with ketchup sometimes.
Yeah, you can keep that. But
pizza with ketchup... You can just keep that at home for you, you know? You ain't got to bring that to the office. And if you don't know, ask somebody.
Whack dish number two. Cold hash brown casserole.
Cold. So like they chill it, like they bring it in like from the fridge already?
It was chill. It was as chill as Snoop Dogg at a family reunion.
Well, if it sat out all day, it makes sense though, right?
It was so whack. I put it in my mouth and I felt sad for the person who had to taste test it. Like, it was horrible.
Joe's like asking, but hey, we take a bite of that for me. I don't want to commit.
And they were so sweet to me, dude. They were like, Joe, because I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
So they were like, we wanted to make sure that you got enough food. So they made me plates.
They made you plates.
Oh,
I don't like it because I'm a picky eater, and like people do that for me sometimes. Like, we made you a plate, and they just like load it up with things I don't even like.
And
touch.
The ratio was off.
Yeah.
The ratio's all off.
It's always a really nice gesture when somebody makes you a plate.
I'm like, I got 3 scoops of green bean casserole and 4 scoops of mashed potato pudding, and I'm like, this is not. It was a lot of casserole. I work with a lot of Caucasian people, so it was a lot of casserole game. Yeah. Dude, you make a mean casserole though.
Hey, bro, I do it, and I do gag casseroles.
Yeah. Like you got me on the casserole game.
Dude, I love the casseroles.
Grow up around casseroles.
Yeah,
like
it's delicious. And like back to the whack dishes, dude. Like if you're gonna bring something that you know people are really gonna eat, then bring like a plan B.
Yeah,
like
you gotta, dude. I think you gotta do home run dishes.
Yeah, cause I understand like people want to bring like something they really value. Yeah. It's like, this is unique to me. It's kind of like show and tell. Yeah, it's like mayonnaise and corn. It's like, bring something else. You better bring a box of pizza or something. Yeah, dude.
I feel like
somebody would eat a pizza.
Dude, potluck, you got to do home run dishes.
Yeah,
you got to come in that joker like boom, 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 boom.
Macaroni and cheese. Your starches, all your starches.
Mashed
so
potatoes.
Safe. Yeah,
you got to be like easy.
Yeah.
Easy money.
I even know people that just make sandwiches and just cut them up real small. That's solid. It's like, easy. It's a little thing, Anybody will eat a sandwich.
Dude,
it's safe too.
I'm a strict plates and silverware.
Oh, you're just. I'm gonna contribute in that way.
Yeah, I don't bring food.
Yeah,
I don't bring food because number one, I'm cheap.
So I get them styrofoam plates at the Dollar General real quick. Dude, I'm gonna run by the convenience store real fast on the way.
Go by Walmart, bro. Go to Walmart, hit up the dollar section.
That GV brand, great value.
But see, nobody ever thinks about the plates until you got all the food. They're like, "Oh, we're going to eat it."
Yeah, and the forks comes around that corner. Spoons and knives, napkins. The essentials, the cups,
the essentials,
the ice man, and I feel like the ice man. It's always the last minute.
People sleep on the ice, man.
Yeah,
but we gotta go back to the store. Come to the potluck with some red Solo cups. I fill you up. Let's have a party.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Come in there with some red Solo cups.
And for those of you who don't get that reference, we'll just Google
those
that
of you, Google red Solo cups.
Get ready for some twang.
Yeah, man, I love country music.
Man, I just heard a new song on the radio tonight. Yeah. For some reason it was on.
Yeah, dude. Who's your favorite country artist right now? Have you been on it, or you been on like some?
Dude, I stay mixing it up. Yeah. Like for whatever reason, I was on some jazz station the other day. I don't even know why. But I was enjoying it. Yeah. I was like, this is great.
You were like,
I do it. Yeah. I mean, most of the time when I'm doing long distance driving, it's podcasts. Like, hey, well, shout out to people like us creating content.
Hey, content.
Yeah, but
content curators.
When it comes to country, man, Luke Combs is really killing it right now. He really is.
I would like to point out that Luke Combs may be the ugliest dude I've ever seen in my life.
Love you, Luke Combs, but
shout out to Luke Combs.
Let's just say his voice,
he's so good though,
and like how he looks was very different from me. Like I had different expectations coming in.
Luke Combs looks like a dude I go to high school with. he looks like a buddy.
Yeah.
Like dude's got a PFG shirt on, got some boots, got a trucker hat.
About to go to the gas station after school and hang out with his buds.
Like I call Luke Combs if I got stuck in a ditch.
We're gonna pull up the drive-in.
Yeah, like if I was stuck, I'd be like, call Luke Combs. Luke Combs will come pull you out.
Yeah.
Like Luke Combs will know like a good spot to go mudding. Like, and then he opens his mouth and he sings like an angel. Yeah,
it's ridiculous too, and you can tell he's like got it. Like it's just it's natural. It's natural for him. A lot of people they're talented and they can sing, but like for him, just even like how he accents and scoops and his notes and stuff, it's just like man. And you can tell he's like an older soul with this style already.
Oh, dude,
like, you're young, but at the same time you got some seasoning that you know.
Dude, and there's a difference between being really talented and being like feeling the music.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, for sure.
Like, we live in Memphis, and so you encounter a lot of talented musicians, but somebody that like it feels authentic. It's a game changer.
Yeah, for sure. I really love pop music.
Pop.
I listen to a lot of like if I want to listen to something new, it's probably gonna be like new R&B or like new pop. I just like to hear what people are producing, and it's crazy how like in music a lot of things repeats itself, but like
different trends.
But the producing process gets better. So it's like, oh, they took that from the 90s, but it's got this really cool new spin on it, and you wouldn't even relate it to the 90s unless you were like really looking at it. But I mean, all of music does that as far back as it goes.
Yeah, dude, I was listening to Bruno Mars, his last album, and I was like, it sounds like a R. Kelly. Like Rick James, like Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh yeah.
Like I was like, oh,
this sounds like a throwback, but it's still at the same time. It's like some of the things that you do on that album would have been extremely hard to do with the technology that they had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's you would have had to have a horn section. You would have had to.
Yeah.
When I can do it MIDI on your computer and just
it's just
Motown
crazy.
horns.
It's just crazy how you can create now. Yeah, and all these like I forget the guy's name, but there's so much people that are in this industry of making like what's called like splat or blob kits. I can't remember. There's a guy who's been in the industry for a while, and all he did was like sit in his room at home and record different sounds and sold them as packs. I forget what they're called.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
he kind of invented the word. It's like a splat kit or a blat kit. I can't remember what he called it, but
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Creating live MIDI sounds.
Yeah, and this guy's like, he hears his own sounds all the time. Like, that's my snare drum. Yeah. He's like, that's me making a ooh, sound, and like people just use his stuff to
and
make
you can
music.
Use those samples and create all different.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy industry. I don't know if this is a husband's podcast or a music podcast at this point.
Let's just
we love it all.
We could just talk about music.
I know, for real. I love it. Like just super talented people that are in the industry. Like right now, like if I were to kind of go across the genres, like Charlie Puth, I don't even know how I got so into him, but it
makes sense that you'd be into the Puth.
Yeah,
the Puth daddy.
What do you just like when you look at Carson? He's listening to Charlie.
Just like what you like the way that you look at the world and the way that you like
stylistically, it's just so creative. And it's like, a little bit in left field.
Yeah,
and that's part of why it was hard for me to like it at first, because it was different. And of course, his voice is different. It's unique. And I wasn't a fan at first, but he just kept putting out music, and it all kept having like a pivot, like it would never be the same. Yeah. And I was just like, man, I really appreciate this guy. There's a ton of people in the industry like that, but
yeah, dude, there are. People are talented, man. Some people are talented, and some people are not talented.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the bus drivers.
Dude, hey, every bus driver's got a dream. They're probably doing some things.
Dude, I think I'd be a bomb bus driver.
I don't know. I would probably get too emotional because I know like a lot of people that ride the bus are underprivileged.
Oh, dude.
And I would see, just maybe home environment because you get a closer look.
Oh yeah, you're pulling up to a kid's house.
Yeah, you get a closer look into their world.
Yeah.
It might get a little too emotional.
Carson's such a good guy.
I might get into
Look at Carson. He's like, I just love the kids.
I just love the kids. I just want them to have a good life.
Carson would be the type of dude.
It all starts in the home, man.
Yeah, he'd be like bringing packed box lunches and stuff.
If you want your kids to be good at all, it's direct, from the home, man. It all comes from right there.
Brought to you by Carson the Dad.
Sponsored by Butterballs.
Brought to you by Butterball Turkeys.
Not at all.
Do you love your kids? We love your kids. Do you love turkey? We love turkey. Do you love butter? Do you like your butter in ball form? Then you'll love Butterball Turkey.
Dude. Butterball turkey.
Hashtag Butterball Turkey.
That sounds delicious right now.
Bro, you ever seen a live turkey?
Like a wild one?
Yeah.
Turkey. Yeah, all the time. I've shot at a few of them. Never got me one.
Dude, turkey hunting's the worst. I hate it. Shout out to all the turkey hunters out there because
it's a very challenging.
Dude, it's so hard.
Yeah, it's very challenging for sure.
I don't have the patience. Like I don't have the mindset to be able to just think about like you gotta find them, you gotta listen. Like deer, bear, those make sense to me.
Yeah,
because it's like I can look at the tracks, you can find out where they are, you get an idea of how they move. You can get in a stand. You can, like, depending on what state you're in, you can put down feed. Like, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But, like, a turkey, like that.
They're elusive, too.
They're elusive.
They're super smart birds.
Dude, their senses are all heightened and stuff, man. Like, I'd be angry every day going out to go turkey hunt.
It's hard. I like I said, I've tried and I've never come out with one. Yeah. I've seen them, I've shot at them, but they're super sneaky. And like people go bow hunting for these things.
Dude, bow hunting with a turkey, ridiculous.
It's like no way. And then people come out with them all the time. I'm like, whatever.
I'm like, you're
how you doing
lunatic,
this?
Man.
Y'all buying these turkeys? Somewhere.
Yeah, they're buying them.
Butterball.
Hashtag Butterball Turkey.
It's a wild turkey. No, it ain't.
No, it's a Butterball.
It's from Walmart.
Plucked and gucked. But like, man, like my buddy, they were in Nebraska and they went turkey hunting, and he comes back and he's like, "Man, Joe, I got you a little something. Bring your cooler up to work." And he gives me all this duck breast that they had shot. And then he was like, yeah, we shot, 2-3 turkeys. And he gives me I love the quarters, like the legs. Like a lot of hunters will just breast them out and they'll, get rid of the carcass. But the wild turkey legs, they're not as big as like a carnival turkey leg.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Mid-South Fair. It's gone. RIP. But they're smaller, but the meat is so, like, because they're constantly moving. It's a high mobility animal. Like, the meat is so strong and firm that when you braise it, it gets so tender and it's nice. So I got 4 of those, and I wanna braise them down.
And braise them down.
Do something like that. Hashtag braise them down.
You gonna bring those to the family potluck?
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't know how well that be received.
Yeah, like wild, like when you bring something wild, like
Isn't
a wild
crazy?
meat.
Isn't that crazy?
People like repel
because all
it.
food's wild, man.
Yeah,
but like,
and I'm like, wait, you don't like this deer? You say it tastes gamey.
Like all animals are gamey.
I know. It's like you're just not used to that,
Dude, a lot of that gamey taste though is this stress hormone that an animal produces. So if you get like a really bad kill on an animal, like a deer or something like that.
So you're saying the clean kill is going to give you better flavor?
Yeah, clean kill won't give you that.
Hit your shots.
Yeah, there's a stress hormone.
Shoot your shot. Hit your shot.
Hit your shot. Correct. Hashtag motivational Monday.
So I'm kind of older, Joe.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm late to the party on things.
Okay.
And, it's like I'm the old guy now who's saying it's like, oh, that's not even cool anymore.
Dude, I feel you.
But, like when the bop thing came out, I was on top of that.
Yeah.
I tweet. I'm on Twitter.
Yeah.
Shout out Carson Suit if you want to follow me.
Hashtag.
Yeah, but this one snuck up on me, and I didn't know about it. I feel really embarrassed because there was some conversation that was being had, and I was lost.
Okay.
I was like, I said, they were talking about, I got some tea for you. And I'm like, the tea. I'm like, what is the tea? Look, Joe knows.
The tea.
I was going to throw it at you and see if you knew.
The
drama, the details, the gossip.
Yeah.
I'm like,
dude, you with the lingo coming at you, Carson.
And they're like, hey, I got, pour out the tea. Like, somebody's telling you, like,
it's from
to spill something.
The Kermit the Frog emoji. Yeah, like where they sip the tea.
Okay.
When there's like something.
But that's none of my business.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
I see it.
Exactly.
Okay. It makes so much sense.
Yeah, it's like,
now.
But that's none of my business, though. It's like, you said you lonely, but I saw you in the club last Tuesday.
I know. That's like the disconnect. I've cut off Instagram and Facebook. I'm like anti-Facebook.
Yeah.
If I had billions of dollars, Facebook would be owned by me and shut down immediately.
Is it the privacy?
It's all about it's definitely the privacy and what they're really doing behind the scenes with your user data and who they're selling it to. I don't like it, but it's really cut me off of some of these trends. Like I'm still on Twitter, but I don't get on there as much. Right. Especially it's weird how like once you're on one social media, it's easier for you to go scroll through them all every so often. But now that I just have one, it's like maybe once a week or something. Yeah. Or if I get notified that somebody's tweeting me. It's interesting that you have
Twitter of all of them.
I know. It's
like you're like, I don't do social media except Twitter. Like, just the one where I can see.
What's the guy's name? Jack Dorsey? Dude, I'm a huge fan of him. He's
you got to follow the president too.
Entrepreneur. Yeah.
He loves to tweet.
He loves to tweet.
Hashtag
and his tweets are powerful. Like think about it or not, like
his tweets slap, man.
He could tweet at a company and said, I don't like this company. Yeah. Or this company needs to be held to a different standard or something. Yeah. And next thing you know, their stock drops.
Yeah.
And like Trump could he can
use social media to directly affect.
And if he's with some guys and some hedge funds and stuff, like he could tell us, hey, I'm about to drop a tweet that's going to drop this stock. You should short the stock. Yeah. Like I'm nervous about, what this.
That's wild. And that's indirect. Because,
exactly.
Because is that an insider secret?
I know.
Or if you're seeing,
it's scary that he has that power, and just like where he comes from in the industry that in relationships he's had in the past, it's like
he's a business guy.
He's a bit exactly, and I don't know,
dude. Yeah, it gets weird.
I don't want to talk too much about politics on here.
No, it's cool, bro. You can go as much as you want. This is a judgment-free zone. Hashtag dads and politics.
Yeah, listeners, hopefully you're judgment-free too.
Yeah, you can be judgment-free, or you can be full of judgment.
Yeah, I guess. Send it my way. I want to hear how you feel about Trump. Yeah. I don't want to expose too much about how I feel about any president or candidate. Because
it's okay, bro. You can be pretty candid. You could just be like,
I can spill the tea. I can spill the tea.
Yeah, or you can say, I love the president. where you could say like, I don't think that old people should be able to vote.
Well, I'm kind of Switzerland in some ways because especially with the last election, it's like, well, do you want a storm by fire or a storm by ice?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, what?
It gets hard, dude. Dude, I've had so many conversations with other husbands that they'll talk about, like, they won't even go deep into politics, but they'll just kind of be like, man, I don't care who the president is. I just care about my family.
Yeah.
I care about our finances. I care about my kids' safety, and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's funny, you kind of see like people's values, and I think that the media would probably have you think that people care about everything, but I think people care about their home front way more. I think people care about,
I hope they do.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Hashtag put your kids in college unless they don't want to go to college. And
then give them some kind of educational training so they can get some focused job that gets them some money.
Trade school, man.
Hey, it's more and more thing. I really feel like that's what our economy needs. That's what the world needs. It's more focused education.
Yeah.
And so many kids are going to college now, and they really don't need to. They're wasting money. They're building up debt. Yeah. And really, it all kind of comes down to, I really wish that there were more programs that helped you understand you, because a lot of the decisions you make in life should come from you understanding who you are, and a lot of people don't. And I feel like that there's something you don't teach in school. It's like, well, what do you like to do? What do you value? What do you remember doing growing up as a child? Like, kind of go back to the roots of like who you are. And like so many people chase after the money, and sometimes that leads them down a road of too much work, sacrificing family time.
I mean, dude, like how many men or women do you know that are like nurses or like something like that?
Yeah.
And they just did it because
it's money.
And dude, it's stressful. It's not for everybody, dude.
Yeah.
Like, or you have guys that are like, man, I want to.
Yeah. And I know the world's not perfect. Like you're not going to always find the job you want. And there's a lot of job displacement right now. Like the unemployment rate is so low.
Yeah.
And people are working all over. You see help wanted signs everywhere just to work. And you have people who have a background in something but not using it at all.
Yeah.
A degree in something that cost them, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then they're not even using it. They're somewhere else. But some of it kind of goes back to college is proof that you can learn and you can, be successfill in whatever field you go from.
I think a lot of that comes from a push, from one generation above us. Parents were like, you need to go to school.
Yeah.
You need to do this.
Like my kids, it's more important to me that I figure out what they love. My wife knew early on in life she wanted to be a cosmetologist, went to school, loves her job, makes great money. And that just kind of speaks to how powerful that is to understand who you are. And I just want to reinforce that with our kids. It's like, really, I would never say don't chase the money. And there's a lot of progressive schools. I really love, if you're familiar with Austin Peay University, they have, it's not a very highly promoted program, but it's called Middle College, and it is a high school for juniors and seniors, and you basically go there and you take college credits. And when you graduate high school, you're a junior. No, it's not like just credit. You're a junior in college,
and so it's like you had a jump start.
Exactly. And I feel like more opportunities need to happen like that, and you're treated more like an adult. And I really think that when you turn about 16, there should be a new line of bifurcation between like upper level education and where you end high school, what it is traditionally, and it's going to put people in that place of exploration earlier, because if you go start flipping burgers somewhere, you're going to get a really good formed opinion of what you want to do with your life. And then when you go to school, it's going to be, a lot more valuable to you.
Carve your path.
Yeah. You're going to have a lot more incentive to stick to your book, because you don't want to be back at McDonald's flipping burgers. But hey, no offense if that's what you are doing, because you might love it. And,
hey,
there's ways to advance in that field as well.
Dude, I know a guy who flipped burgers, became a manager. Now he owns like 4 or 5 McDonald's.
There you go. You know? Sitting back.
Do what you got to do. Sitting back
on a Big Mac.
Hey, sitting back on a Big Mac. Hashtag McDonald's Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
is dangerous.
I think we're gonna get some cease and desist from some company. Joe and Carson, please stop name dropping.
Stop name dropping foods that you enjoy.
We don't want our name in your mouth.
Quick, 3 foods that you enjoy.
Go. Right now?
Yeah, that are just your jam right now. Because I feel like when your husband,
can they all be sweets,
dude? Oh,
like, could I just, or could I clump like a whole meal together? Like Chipotle is solid.
Yeah. Because like I feel like when your husband, like your taste buds go through these different waves because your meals are so much associated with another person. And
oh yeah, there's so much influence that your wife will have, especially as you start gaining weight.
Dude, retweet, dude.
I know it's like,
dude, I was like 185, 195 pounds when I got married.
And now, do you even want to disclose?
Dude, I'm like 260.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
hey, dude, that's all muscle though, right?
Yeah, it's all muscle.
It's all muscle.
Yeah,
no, like fat. I was in that like 230 club,
dude.
And I just like got off a diet. Had my birthday recently, so I was like, I gotta stop for a little bit.
How old did you turn?
26.
26.
And I just wanted to take a little time, but I got under 200 pounds again.
Oh, sweet.
Which is I was 199.3. You know, it's like dude, I was flirting with 200.
Dude, if I was under right now, like with how I was working out before I got married, if I got under 200 pounds or at least in that 220 210, dude, I'd have abs.
Dude, and that's for me. Like, if I was back up to 225, 230, and I was lean, it wouldn't bother me. But it wasn't lean, Joe.
Bro. Dude,
I was some pork loin.
Yeah, dude, little little Hostess snack cake guy.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I gotta stay away from that.
Dude,
I'm trying to, and it's surprising because I wasn't even really restricting my calorie count. Even I was just cutting out
crap,
certain kinds of produced sugar, like like some natural sugars I would do, like fruits and stuff, obviously, but I cut out all the sugar, was drinking water, and I kept eating similar meals. I cooked at home more, Chipotle a lot, and dude, it was just coming off. But I mean, I feel like it's easier for guys. Were you going to the
gym too?
No, dude, I wasn't.
Dude, you were.
I need that.
I know. You were a hardcore gym guy for a while.
I want to go back, but just like what you said about how as you get older, your body starts asking for different things. It's weird how your body changes. I think some of it's hormonal too. When you get married, like, I mean, you start having sex and like things.
Yeah, like your hormones change.
Things starts becoming very different. Like, not to say that it's an imbalance. It's just you're regulated a different way. Yeah. And I started craving bread, dude. Yeah. I don't know what it was.
On some bread game?
On some bread,
So
dude.
when you say bread, like, what do you mean? So like you eating like Wonder Bread loaves or like?
I mean like
rolls?
I'm about to go out to Jim and Nick's and get a whole basket of those muffin things by myself. And like pretzels and stuff. Like something buttery, bready, like it didn't even matter anymore. Like I really started to enjoy bread, and
I'm trying not to dad burp into this microphone.
You're good. But it just showed up quick. Yeah. You know what I mean? The bread was like, I was like, whoa. That's where that 230 something.
It's quick, dude. I started noticing it in my clothes.
Yeah.
Like quicker than I noticed it on my body.
Yeah.
Like I would just be like, man, like these. Like
especially
pants.
in the pants department,
dude. In the pants,
sure,
man. Like I would be like, man,
I like my pants to fit, and I have big calves, so like I start to notice things quick. If like I don't leave a lot of room in the pants, you know what I mean? So like,
dude, because like, dude,
tight,
you got
change.
You got like strong legs. Like you could probably squat. Like I couldn't like. So when like I remember being like a 36 waist, and then being like, 38 waist. I was like, 38. That's
you're 38 right now, Joe?
Dude, I'm a smooth 40.
Are you for real?
Yeah,
dude. You don't even look it though.
Yeah, I'm a 40, 34.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Joe, you're tall though. Yeah. You're not giving yourself enough credit, dude. You're built a little bigger than your average guy. I'm about 5'9.5" with some sneakers on, with some boosts.
Yeah, I feel you, dude. Hashtag RIP boosts. Dude. You probably wear more sneakers than I do. It's funny.
Sneakers, man, they're an important part of my flow. Like the office floors are concrete. The house floors are kind of hard.
Yeah.
Church, everything I stand on is hard for whatever reason. So I had to find some comfortable shoes, and I've stumbled upon the Ultra Boost. Ooh. And like every time they make a new version, I get them jet black, wear them all the time. And I mean, I wear other shoes.
You ever dabble in the insole game?
I used to.
Yeah.
I used to a lot, actually. Especially, I used to purchase a lot of shoes from Aldo's.
Yeah.
And because Aldo's, like Aldo's has that.
During the period of time when I had
they're not
going to
break the bank, but they got the style. But for whatever reason, they did not hold up ever for me. And I used to insoles in those because they weren't the most comfortable. But man, I'm telling you, if you get a good sneaker, you don't need insoles.
Well, dude, those are
unless you've got some kind of.
Yeah, if you get good
shoes, Like some of my Kohans and stuff, and like. I don't even want to say that I wear this brand, but I just recently discovered, because my wife buys my shoes. I mean, like you become a husband, like your wife starts to have a big influence on how you dress. And like some things, stuff just shows up in the closet. You just put it on. I don't even know what it is, but my wife got it for me. I don't know, but I got these UGG shoes.
Oh, wait a minute, but you have some nice UGGs though.
They're very. I'm trying to think of a sneaker or a shoe that looks similar to it.
Like yours aren't like fur boot, like white girl.
No,
like
these aren't the Uggs you think of when you think of the brand.
Like the Han Solos.
Yeah, they're like a stylish dress that you kind of slip on. What were those, like Toms?
Yeah.
It's not a Tom.
No, yours are kind of like a cross between like
but it's
some
but it's a low profile.
like a Wallaby and Toms and like some Kohans put together.
Yeah, it's like Kohans and some Toms kind of hybrided together, and they're extremely comfortable. They've made it into my like weekly flow.
Dude, I was at Outdoors Inc. today, and I found out you know Chacos, the sandals. Like the woven sandals.
Yeah.
I'm
not a Chaco guy.
Dude, I love Chacos.
I've seen you in the Chacos.
Dude,
I know.
I'm
telling you, Joe's different, man. You think you see Joe, and like that's why people are so taken aback with Joe, because like
I love cowboy boots. And
Joe just starts singing the lyrics to a country song. You're just like, I wasn't expecting that. And then the Chacos get brought out. It's cold right now, but I've seen them. I've seen them around.
I rock the Chocos, man. And Chacos has a slip-on shoe. So it's like a leather shoe, and it's slip-on. It looks like a pair of Kohans, and they were the most comfortable shoes I've ever put on.
Really?
My feet. And everything in me, I had to like run away. I had to be like, I got to get away from these shoes, because I will buy those shoes right now, and I will wear them every day of my life. And they're ugly as the day is long.
Oh, really? They weren't very attractive?
They're so comfortable.
Dude, I go for comfort now.
Dude, I go for comfort too.
Like, who am I? I have clients, I have relationships that need to stay professional, but like at the end of the day, it's like, who am I really trying to impress? Like the shoe game is so strong right now, especially in the younger generation. And I just
don't like trying that hard. I feel like there's something.
Your dollar's got to try too, dude. Yeah. Like $180 for like some shoes. Yeah. And you got to get new ones all the time.
Dude, like $180, that's a utility bill and a half.
I know, man. Like, and my son, he's on the shoes.
Yeah.
He's on the shoes. Actually, today, I got the ring on the doorbell.
Yeah.
Go check box of shoes. Show up at the house.
Do you have the doorbell, the video doorbell?
No, I'm not about that.
I guess that you would have had the video doorbell.
No, well, see, my philosophy on that, I really think it's kind of corny, because you're gonna have a security camera at your front door if you're about security, right? And the smart ones, they're going to send you a push notification when a person especially, gets in the frame. Mm-hmm. So why buy a doorbell that has the camera? I see it. Like it's like a 2-part, functionality. Yeah. But for me, and the doorbell is lower and it's one angle. And a lot of doors have a recession of some kind for steps. So it's not the best angle overall. I would rather have a better view
of who it is.
Yeah, of the whole area of the front yard. So it's like one camera, just, let me know. Like, I'm not saying that they're bad. And I think Ring got acquired by, did they get acquired by Facebook?
I think
Amazon?
So.
Yeah, these data companies.
Dude, Zuck's taking over the world, man.
I'm not messing with that.
Yeah, dude. You just don't like Zuck.
Yeah, I stay away from that.
Yeah, but Zuck Daddy's not your friend.
I think I think it's a great product, and if you have it, don't feel bad that Carson doesn't like it.
Dude, I was talking to the ADT salesman in my neighborhood.
Dude, they try to sell you some stuff.
They were trying to sell some stuff.
It's extremely aggressive because they're losing business to people who have this like set it up yourself at home, put it on the Wi-Fi.
They care a lot, and our house had the setup for it when we moved in, and
they were just trying to get you back on them payments.
Yeah, they were trying to get us back on the payments, and so I was just asking like, what, and they would do the thing where instead of asking you like, hey, like, what would you like? Like, hey, we have these options. They would just kind of assume I wanted stuff and just like be like, yeah, and you can get this, and this. And I hate being sold to. Yeah. So like, I was like, dude, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Like, why are you selling me this? Like, I just want this. I want the basic. I want the basic of basics. And they offer a video doorbell. But one thing that I do like that ADT has is they have a broken glass sensor.
Oh wow!
And I have that. Cool. I have it. I haven't gotten everything set up yet.
Yeah. Oh, so you're in.
So
they've got you sold.
So the house came with it.
You're converted, Joe.
Dude, I kind of like it. So
you danced around it for a second, but
I
don't like to be sold to, but they sold to me. You definitely.
Maybe I'm
wait. Well,
chump alert. Chump alert.
Oh man!
Congratulations, you played yourself. So I have a broken glass sensor in our master bedroom. So and our master bedroom, our master bath, the sensor goes to it.
Yeah.
And we have it in the living room and the guest. So if anybody was going to try to break the glass, the sound of the glass breaking triggers this alert. And then
I'm just gonna come to your house with like one of those sound keyboard things.
Yeah,
and I'm just gonna be broken glass.
Dude, it would go off. It's crazy.
That's cool though.
I could take if you had like a drinking glass, and you dropped it, it would go ting ting.
Yeah.
Like it's super sensitive. But so I'm still debating whether or not I want to go and like get it all set up.
Sure.
So I also want a dog. Like. I'm still trying to convince my wife to let us get a dog again because we used to have 2 dogs and they were pretty rough.
And really? On the house?
And not necessarily on the house, but they were just a lot to take care of.
Yeah.
We had a Chihuahua and a Labrador Retriever, and our Labrador Retriever was a rescue, and she was the worst dog I've ever had. She was crazy and had all this stuff going on with her.
Dogs, they're a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, and if you don't have like a really chill dog, like a really low maintenance dog, like she had like anxiety and all that stuff, and
storms come. You
gotta homie, don't play that. Like I just want a dog that's gonna be like, hey, what's up? Like you take her out in public. And
glad you're home, but I'm gonna go back to doing me over here in the corner.
Yeah, for sure. Like old school dogs. You know? Back in my day, dogs just used to blah blah blah. Hashtag everything in me has to catch myself from being like back in the day.
Dude, that's a whole husband podcast in itself. So when I started dating my wife, she had a dog, and I let her know early on
that you weren't about that dog.
That dog had to go.
Really?
If we were gonna take more steps, doggy had to go.
Really?
Find a new home. And luckily, a sister of hers took the dog.
Yeah.
But
sister of hers.
It's a big dog too, and it was a sweet dog. Yeah. Like don't be wrong, I love dogs, but
was it that dog specifically, or was it?
No, it's dog. It's really dogs in the house, and at the time she didn't have space for it outside and stuff. And I mean, like when you're in the city, you really probably want your dog inside, barking and stuff. You get complaints, but I was like, no, I can't.
So what about the dog? Was off-putting for you?
So it's odor. Like I have a super particular nose, and that it's just a deal breaker for me. It's not even that I have allergies or anything, but like
it's just they smell like
me,
dog.
Like and then like I smell like dog, and then I leave my home, and then I have this like social anxiety that somebody smells dog on me, and like and like it doesn't bother me, and I know people that have dogs, and it's never bothered me, like but it's just, and it becomes part of your family smell too. And I'm like, I don't want my family smell to be like that.
You don't want to go nose blind.
Yeah, isn't it weird?
Hashtag Febreze nose blind commercials. You don't want to go nose blind.
And then the hair, and it's and like I would come over to her house from time to time, and she would have to sweep that dog hair up like
really
multiple times a day.
Yeah.
It's like a short-haired dog, but it's shed, and I just
that's just a lot.
It's a lot. You feed it, you walk the dog. It's
There's a lot of low maintenance dogs too.
Yeah, for sure. Some dogs don't shed like that. Yeah. Some dogs are small, and some dogs don't have as much odor.
Yeah.
And I mean, some of it is like if you wash your dogs regularly, it's less of a problem. But let's just say it wasn't in the case for my wife.
Yeah,
how often that dog get a bath? But
I feel you, man. Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's some advice. Bring up stuff like that early on in the relationship because it could be something that is messy once you make larger commitments.
Yeah, once you put a ring on it, you can't be like, oh hey, by the way, I hate your dog.
Maybe go to a few Thanksgiving dinners. See what the fans
that's
like.
Another reason why I don't necessarily like the work potluck because I don't know what your house looks like.
Oh, so you're like, how, like when you see something that's kind of sketch look, it's like, oh, what's their kitchen look like?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, dude, some people okay, I'm a dog person. I'm not a cat person. I'm not a cat person. So once we go cat flow, I get if somebody has cats and they walk on the counter near the food, it gets kind of I'm like, I don't trust you. What if your cat's hair gets in the food?
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah, and I mean it's easy to do too, and some people are just used to it. I just pluck that out.
You know
what I mean? And I mean I'm kind of guilty of that. It's kind of like your own. Not so much that, but you're comfortable at your house. It's like if something falls on your floor at your home, I'm gonna pick that up and eat it. Yeah. I mean maybe you don't. I don't know. That might just be me, but especially with kids and stuff. Okay, you dropped it, but the floor's clean, so go. You know what I mean? But not everybody's floor is clean. It's we're at home, so it's okay. But anywhere else, no. But
it's nasty, dude.
Yeah, but man, Thanksgiving, bro. Dude, happy Thanksgiving. If I don't see you before then,
happy Thanksgiving, my guy.
Yeah, I feel like you can learn a lot this Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
If you have a wife or a girlfriend, go learn about their family, and then too, something that, really is interesting is Kara will show me things about my family that I've never seen before. So you get so much perspective in the holiday season when you start assimilating, your family and stuff. So
and y'all have a kind of cool family. It's kind of big and it's got a bunch of different.
Everybody comes in town, and not everybody's family is like that too. So you learn a lot about people.
We actually might end up swinging by your brother-in-law's.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say by ours. You heard about our food game, and you want to swing on by?
We actually might come to y'all's house.
Come on by, bro.
I think we got an invite to go to y'all's to your brother-in-law's.
Well, that's awesome on Thanksgiving, because I know they do something, and we see them the day before.
Dude, they're with.
He
cooks.
John does cook.
Dude, he cooks well. I went to his house. Me and Leslie went to his house when we were dating, so 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, he's into cooking too. He watches cooking shows, reads articles.
Dude, he was cooking
tries
steak.
Things.
We went to his house. Oh yeah, man had
I've had some good stuff
and lobster.
He cooked for my wedding, dude.
Yeah,
he's legit,
dude.
He's legit.
It's crazy, man.
And he really likes it too. Yeah. So
I'm glad, dude.
Some people when they cook good things, they almost expect you're gonna do some of the cooking for Thanksgiving, but he enjoys it too, so it's nice.
He really cares.
He likes to host. So.
Yeah. I mean, dude. At the end of the day, it's about family.
Yeah,
it's
for
cool.
Sure.
I love.
We always compare the foods, whose meal's better, and don't bring that corn and mayonnaise around. But
corn and mayonnaise.
It's really about giving things.
Keep your mayonnaise, corn. I don't even know how to describe. What do you call that dish?
If it's questionable or it's something that is a weird quirk, I say it's cool to share it. It's maybe somebody else will like it, but bring something else.
Slide through Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, I made a casserole for my sister-in-law.
Yeah,
and it was a gag casserole. It was hot dog casserole.
Yeah,
but it was edible, and I did this cool breaded crust thing on the top, and they said that was delicious. But when you get a hot dog in a casserole, it's just that's weird.
Dude, hot dogs outside of buns.
But weird. I brought pizza that night too. It's look, this ain't serious. If you like it, cool. But here's the main dish. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You gotta. It's like when you got a quirk and you're dating a girl, you gotta be like, yeah, man, I like Star Wars, but I also. Clean up after myself. So
you
gotta be you gotta sandwich them together.
Yeah,
you gotta be yeah, man, I'm really into hunting and eating raw antelope meat, but I also know how to wash dishes.
All right, well, we're gonna cut it right there.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to all of our first-time listeners.
We'll be back with more content.
Heck yeah.
So make sure you subscribe.
Like, click, and subscribe, and comment below.
All the things,
Yeah.
Just come find us. Not in the real world.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know.
This has been The Husband Podcast with your hosts, Joe Woods.
And Carson Suit. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.